Welcome, Anthony Hudson with you. What a fine day for footy. Well, joining me is the former Melbourne skipper. He played 226 games with the Demons, Gary Lyon. Welcome, Gaz.
Hi, Hutto. Always a pleasure. Practice matches offer the ideal scenario for experimentation, Hutto. Both teams will still be looking for the result.
Tonight's match between Brisbane and Geelong. Geelong players run out onto the field. Geelong, the greatest team of all. The opening bounce. One down. Radaglia controlled the difficult ball. Ball up in the centre square. McInerney thrashes it. Just got the hands in the back there. Moves it by foot. Cameron runs after the ball. 3, just put it on the boot. Marked by Neil. Goes for territory. Ends up turning this ball over. Tui elects to kick. Great mark. Good opportunity for Brisbane to put a goal through here. Move it on. Henderson hangs onto that one. Looks to move it by foot. A chance to reload the attack now. Lions will kick from beyond the 50. Move it on. He drives it towards goal. On its way. That's a monster kick. And it's a goal. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Puts the first goal on the board. Stanley aims for his man on the ground. Lyons hacking it out of there. Takes a nice mark. Big H uses it by foot. He gives chase to the footy. Let him up, Robert. Now it's a ball up. Anything standing out at the moment for you, Gaz?
There's some great skills on display right now. A great match.
Ball up in the centre square. Slapped away. Takes possession. Disappointing kick. Danaher couldn't snaffle it. Brisbane lead Geelong 7-0. Looking to bring it back into play. Intercepts the ball well. Not sure if he has the journey from here. Robertson going for number 1. He delivers with a drop punt. Gets some reward for his efforts. Now they lead by 13. Back with another centre bounce. Stanley got in a better position. Has it now. Quickly onto the boot. Never really looked like going through. Brisbane getting the fast start. Andrews to bring it back into play. Plays on. Channels a long kick. Ball off hands. Slick with the hands. Is in his possession. Rowan heads for home. His teammates rush over. Geelong bring it under a 2-goal margin.
He did really well there and gets the reward. A great bit of play that resulted in that goal.
The game is back underway. Stanley got a fist to it. The umpire calls for a stoppage. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment, Hutto. A great game of footy.
Good mark there. Danaher looks to build some momentum with this kick. Going for goal number 1. That kick was pure.
He's enjoying every second of it out there.
Look at them celebrate that effort. Brisbane looking good early on. Centre bounce. Wins the ruck duel. Neil charges with intent. Gets it away. Going for goal number 1. The kick towards goal. Long kick there. Will it go all the way? It does. A time to celebrate. And don't they get around Stanley. Geelong are still down by a couple of goals. At full stride, receives the handball. Selwood hacks it on the boot. Did it carry? I think it's a goal. That will settle his nerves. Gets his first on the ball. He's enjoying that goal. Back in the middle. One down by Stanley. Made the tricky bounce look easy. We'll get a ball up. Tap down. Doing well was Berry. Just gets it onto the boot. Menegola with an easy mark. The kick connects with the post. The lead is now 1. Andrews unsure of the next move. Archie has a great set of hands. Goes by foot. An easy grab for Zorko. Kicks it out of the back 50. Great grab. He drives it. Gets into a good position to take that. Berry drives the ball out of defence. Rich goes with the kick. Looks like the ball will be coming back. Umpire calls advantage. Chips it towards half forward. Rowan determined to reach the ball. Payne landed in his back on this occasion. A chance to put one through here for Geelong. Needs a big kick if he's going to put this through. The kick will be from a 45-degree angle. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Radagaliak sinks it from a long way out. Congratulated by his teammates. Geelong by 7 points.
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort.
We resume hostilities. Taps it down. Laser gets the ball. Able to release the kick. Birchall won himself a free.
Move it on.
Ends up turning this ball over. The kick from Dangerfield. The loose ball scooped up.
Thank you.
Ball up close to the boundary. What can you tell us, Gaz?
I'm loving what this game is giving us right now.
Just put it on the boot. Gathers it now. Hughes was taken high in the tackle. Drives it long. Dug it out. Manufactures the handball. Well collected. Dangerfield goes by hand. The Cats by 8 points. Players move as they look to provide an option. He looks like he needs a spell. There'll be a ball up close to goal. Radagaliak thumps it forward.
I'll have it.
Now we'll get a ball up. Won it down. He's got the football man. Geelong lead the Lions by 9. Andrews plays it to himself. Tries to gain some territory. Couldn't complete the mark. Archie read it. Sends it clear of the contest. 1 quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores are Geelong 28, Brisbane 19.
Geelong could have to be happy with that first term.
Well, we're out of the blocks with a frantic, high-scoring opening term. I wonder what lot... Anything to add, Gaz?
Geelong.
We're ready for second quarter action. We're back in the middle now.
It's been a clearance game, and right now, Geelong are on top in that area.
Good mark by Jasmy. Takes an uncontested mark. Hughes looking to rebound with his kick. Picked up by Lyons. Keeps it moving. Danaher gives it off. And now they go. Pretty happy with that one. Brisbane reduced the margin. About to resume hostilities. Winning it was McInerney. Wants to keep it moving. Cameron on the ball. Hacking it out of there. Nice hands. Needs a bit of a rest. Doesn't take the mark. Cameron dug it out. Gone! What a tackle! Applies pressure.
A great defensive effort.
Uses it now. A chance to gather the ball. The umpire will ball it up. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
This is a classic game we're seeing right now.
What a brilliant tackle!
Big tackle.
Berry takes the mark uncontested. Berry kicks hard along the boundary line. Big H in well to win that ball. Advantage. Puts it on the boot. Starcevic takes the mark. Elects to kick. Marked by Rich. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Scoops up the ball.
Thank you.
Thrashes it. Neal puts his body on the line. Payne gathers it now. Dangerfield going for number 1. The drop punt goes straight between the big sticks. He celebrates hard after that. Geelong, but 9. The game is back underway. Stanley hurls it away. Danaher heads onto the ground. We'll have another ball up. Punched away. Opportunity for Neal. Puts on a big hit. They can create from this. Stanley quickly onto the boot. Hawkins collects it.
Thank you, I'll have it.
And the umpire will ball it up. Stanley thumped it clear. Great tackle.
Great tackle.
Uses it by foot. Myers controlling the airwaves on this occasion. This shot should be elementary from here. He looks like he needs a spell. Kick on the way. Sometimes you just sit back and enjoy the show. He puts through his first goal. Myers enjoying that goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. This is Stanley. Rushes with the kick. Takes the mark. 45 metres out.
Move it on.
Cameron is blowing hard after that effort. It's going to be close. Smiles all round. Now they lead by 21. About to resume play. Thumped clear. Stanley spears the ball. Cameron takes a strong mark. 45 metres out. Using every ounce of energy he has left. Into the post it goes. Geelong 47, play Brisbane 25. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Selwood likes his chances from there. No issues with that drop punt. He's got a couple now, starting to get into this game. They stretch their lead with that effort, celebrating hard. Back with another centre bounce. Stanley gets onto the ball. Fantastic chase and tackle. Didn't get away from that tackle.
Fantastic tackle.
Puts boot to ball. Takes a simple grab. Kolajasny tucks it into the pocket. Collected by Atkins. He takes the shot. Rayner delivers with a straight drop punt. He's excited about that one. The Lions close the gap to 22. Back in the middle as the Rucks go at it. Stanley thumps it clear. Links with hands, quick hands, and they could be away here. He takes aim. A time to celebrate. He acknowledges the crowd. Geelong starting to exert some dominance now. They lead 59-31. Winning it was Stanley.
I'll have it.
The umpire calls for it. Stanley thrashes it. Lions collects it. And we'll get a ball up. Swats it. Archie grabbed it clean. Going for goal number 1. On its way. That ball comes off the post. 29 points the difference. Ready to bring it back into play. Plays on from the kick in. Kick by Andrews. Cleanly picked up. That's holding the ball. Hawkins sticks the tackle.
Great tackling there, Hutto.
A chance here to convert for Geelong. 45 metres out.
Move it on.
Going for goal number 1. Looks okay off the boot. Hawkins wouldn't be happier with that goal. The margin is 35. Thrashes it. Stanley now. Decides to kick. Marks now and can send it back. Starcevic hucks it into the pocket. Marks in a bit of space.
Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take a mark. The Cats forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
He loved that one.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. Brisbane are playing a very controlling game. They're taking plenty of marks and denying the opposition possession.
Umpire ready to resume play. Stanley won the duel. Touched across the line. Geelong lead by 42. Andrews players move as they look to provide an option. Sinks the slipper into it. The mark is taken by Cameron. 30 metres out. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Geelong finds a way to get that one through. That pushes the lead further out. They get around him after that effort. Geelong by 8 goals. A good second term. See the scores. Geelong 79 and Brisbane 31.
Geelong will go into the rooms at half-time with plenty of confidence and back themselves for the second half.
Stanley having an impact right now.
He's the most dominant player on the ground at the moment.
It's half-time, but don't go anywhere. Third quarter action is coming your way next. Ready to begin proceedings in the second half. We're back in the middle to resume play. One down. Ends up with Glazer. Sweeping handball from Stanley. Myers already has 2 goals. This for a third. He celebrates hard after that. Geelong by 9 goals. McInerney gets it down. Hurried kick. Big H used the body to take that mark. Keeps it moving. Elects to kick it long. Hughes missed an opportunity to mark. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
He's barely touched the ball lately.
McCarthy loves that goal. Margin in a really tricky situation.
He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. Brisbane are getting beaten at the coalface. They need to rectify these clearance numbers to give themselves the best chance going forward.
We're back in motion. McInerney won the hit out.
Thank you.
Ball up in the centre square.
This game is out of hand and could go downhill even further.
Stanley elects to kick. The bounce made it tough. Wins the race to the ball. Hughes coming off for a spell. Toss back into play. Won it down. He gains possession. Finding the ball was Robertson. Goes with the kick. Guthrie wins the ball in the air. Slams it on the boot. Hawkins marks in a bit of space. With a driving kick. Ball collected. A chance for Rich. Slams it onto the boot. A chance to reload the attack now. Blitzarves sends one up towards the wing. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Bangs it on the boot now. Laser takes a strong mark. Opts to play on. Good mark and looks to send it back. Puts it on the boot. Good body work to win the mark. Chose to kick it. Bailey marks uncontested. Might be too far out to score.
Move it on.
Nice work from Danaher. Should be easy for them to put this through.
Move it on.
Chalk a goal up for Brisbane. 3 goals so far. Great stuff. He's excited about that one. Trying to get this back to a manageable deficit now. Back in the middle. Has the Rucks go at it. Tap came from McInerney. Archie lobs the handball. Gets the loose ball. Smooth there to mop up. He's having a big game right now.
He's everywhere at the moment.
This game is slowly slipping away. They must convert here. Robertson celebrating hard. Brisbane behind by 36. Stanley got the tap. Finding the loose ball was Payne. The ball spills to Rowan. Henry heading to the bench. We'll get a stoppage. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
I'd really love it if these teams took the contest to the next level.
Henry coming onto the ground. My ball, says the umpire. McInerney won the tap. Laser earns a free kick. Sinks the slipper into it. Payne takes it strongly.
Geelong just aren't running for each other or creating space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many set shots inside 50.
Does well to cut off the kick. He gets above the crowd. 50 metres out. About to take the kick. Slight angle.
Move it on.
Goes for the goals. The kick towards goal. He's able to ride it home from a long way. Guthrie kicks his first. Smiles all round. Geelong over Brisbane by 42. Back with another centre bounce. McInerney guides it down. Stanley slams it onto the boot. Stuck the mitts out there and held onto it. The distance might be just beyond him. Cameron looks in need of a spell. The kick towards goal. That's a big goal. What an effort. His teammates rush over. That's 2 in a row for Geelong. Geelong by 8 goals.
That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. Geelong are taking plenty of marks right now. They're controlling the pace of the game better than the opposition.
Centre bounce. Tap down. He gets his hands on the footy. Stanley going for number 2. A long effort at goal, and it goes all the way. He acknowledges the crowd. That's 3 in a row for Geelong. Now they lead by 54.
He did really well there and gets the reward. That's a really good team goal.
About to resume hostilities. Thumps it clear. Needs a bit of a rest. Henry running off for a break. And now we'll have a ball up.
The sting has been taken out of the game right now.
Gets a quick kick away. Big H couldn't keep his hands on it. Guthrie puts it on the boot. Ends up marking uncontested. Stewart handballs. Henderson just gets the kick away. Stanley the better man there. With a driving kick. Getting in the way was Rich. A good mark under the circumstances. He needs to convert if they are to have any chance from here. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Brisbane close the gap to 48. Stanley just slaps it down.
Thank you, guys. I'll have it.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Stanley won the tap.
Ball's pinned. Thank you.
Ball up in the centre square. Stanley won it down. Slams it onto the boot. Doing well with the mark. Bit of an angle for this kick. Uses it by foot. Using every ounce of energy he has left. The tackle over the shoulder. Guthrie drives the kick. Doing well to intercept that kick. 45 metres out. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Archie sends the drop punt on its way for another goal. Pretty happy with that one. Brisbane have kicked back-to-back goals. The Lions now only trail by 4. Gaz, what are your thoughts after the third term?
Geelong will be looking to not only hold their lead, but they want to put this beyond doubt early and run away with a big win.
What can 1 quarter of footy to go?
They need to get a move on if they're going to win from here.
We're back in the middle to resume play. Punched away. He's got the footy in his hands. Smith with a brilliant rundown tackle. Didn't get away from that tackle.
Beautiful tackle, Hutto. They can take the sting right out of the game here.
The boundary line wins this race.
Right now, I'm only seeing one team really putting their all into this contest.
McInerney won the duel with the ball now. Big H puts it out in front. Picking it up was Rayner. Cameron hits him hard.
Let him up, well.
Punches it clear. Radaglia picks up the loose ball. Zorko throws the ball away. Keeps the kick low. Berry struggling to run at the moment. Rayner didn't dispose of it correctly and hands it over. Ended up in trouble.
Showing some really good pressure there.
He drives it. The ball finds Kolajasny.
Geelong have the lead, but they're allowing plenty of opposition marks inside 50. They need to fix up that aspect of their game if they're to stay on top.
Open opportunity for Smith. Uses a short handball. Collects the loose ball. Kolajasny goes with the kick. Taking a nice grab. Looks up with the kick. Berry wins the ball in the air. He looks like he needs a spell. A drop punt through the goals. Berry getting the crowd involved. Brisbane have kicked the last 3 goals. Plenty of time to peg this margin back.
That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. Geelong have been terrific at finding space to move the ball. Their ability to find a player in space is first class, and it sees them in charge.
Stanley just slaps it down. Brilliant tackle and wins it. Neil tackled.
Constant pressure and rewarded.
Smith uses it by foot. Picks it up. It'll be a ball up. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
I'm waiting for something to change the way this game's going right now.
The loose ball picked up. Got that off just in time. Just gave it away. Starcevic with a penetrating handball. Hurried kick. Henderson runs onto the field. Now we've got a ball up. Stanley with a big fist on it. And now Glazer hits him hard. Gathers it now. Umpire calls for the ball. Taps it down. Payne dug out the loose ball. Moved on by Glazer. Snaffled up by 3. McCarthy making his way onto the field. It'll be a ball up. Big thump from Stanley. Guides it down. Laser grabbed it clean. Takes a few deep breaths before this important kick. 30 metres out. Needs a bit of a rest. A chance to put a second goal on the board. He loved that one. Geelong doing well at the moment. We resume hostilities. Tap came from Stanley. Ball up called. Wins the ruck duel. Doing well was Stanley. Laser might have overworked himself there. It's a big kick, and it goes straight through. Gets some reward for his efforts. Geelong have kicked the last 2 goals. Geelong by 8 goals.
That's a really good team goal. This is how they can score, Big Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. Geelong are in front in the clearances, and it's allowing them to create pressure up the field and scoring opportunities.
The game is back underway. Stanley won the hit out. Ends up with Selwood. Wins himself a free for that tackle. Stanley hunting with authority.
Fantastic pressure there.
They chase after the loose ball.
Right footy.
I hate to say it, Hutto, but this game is over.
Slapped away. A good job keeping it in play there.
You all have it.
We'll have a ball up close to the boundary line. Won the hit out. Bit of a harsh call, but the umpire saw it as deliberate. Andrews kicks it. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
That's right, Hutto. He just can't seem to get into the game.
Rowan loved kicking that one. That's 3 in a row for Geelong. 54 points the difference.
It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. Geelong can be very damaging if you allow them time and space. They've been able to find space way too easily today.
The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. Intercepted by Stanley. Dug out the loose ball. Found time to get it on the boot. Selwood kicks hurriedly. Cameron will be upset with that.
Ball's pin. Thank you.
McInerney slaps it away. The loose ball scooped up. A mighty effort from there, and it's a goal. They get around him after that effort. As we edge to the end of this match, it's unlikely they'll be able to come back from here. Kicks out of the congestion. McCarthy is the body to take that mark. 25 metres out. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Celebrating hard. That's 2 in a row for Brisbane. Brisbane behind by 42.
He did really well there and gets the reward. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort. Geelong are winning plenty of the ball at the moment, and it's allowing them to create plenty of scoring opportunities.
About to resume play. Thumped clear. McInerney keeps coming. He likes his chances from here. Made the distance, but it's a behind. Brisbane produced the margin. Looking for options now. Decides to play on. Guthrie clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Dangerfield moves it now. What a spectacular mark. Duncan has it. Uses it across half-back. Finds a bit of room to mark. A stab kick from Stanley. Nice work from Atkins. Decides to kick. It's a foot race to get this one. A long way from home, and it goes a long way. What a goal! Brisbane badly needed that one. Hipwood celebrates with the fans. Stanley palmed it down, hacking it out of there. Drops the mark. Rowan steals possession. Already kicked a couple of goals. This for number 3. Congratulated by his teammates. This margin is becoming a bit of a task to peg back now.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot.
Back in the middle. Taps it down. What a win. What a comeback from Geelong. Your final word on today's game, Gaz?
A massive missed opportunity for Brisbane. They got themselves into a good position and then just fell apart at the seams. A really disappointing result.
We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high.
The final score of the match is Geelong 127, Brisbane 86. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Gaz.
It was great being here, Hutto. I can't wait for the next match.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from dawn to dark, down at Gardenia.